John, during the course of your travels, I noticed you've spoken quite a bit on along obligatory prayer and prayers in general. Have you found any reaction from the believers?
Oh, yes, I've had some wonderful reaction. Just yesterday, here at this convention, I met a man I hadn't seen for many years, and he's from some country down in northeast Africa. I don't know just what country it is. But he came up to me and he said, "Oh, Mr. Robarts, when you were down in our country 13 years ago, you gave us a talk on the long obligatory prayer. Do you remember it?" And I said, "Yes, I remember it." Well, he said, "Do you know that from that moment I started saying that prayer, and it has completely changed my life." And he said the wonderful things that have happened. I was ill then, I got over that, I got a new job. It is a tremendous prayer, and it is given to us. I'm sure that Baha'u'llah, when he gave us that prayer as the long obligatory one, he must have had a feeling for that prayer himself, as it being a very powerful one. And if we only had time, I would just love to tell you all kinds of stories about that prayer and its effect on the people.
In other words, you've had a lot of reaction.
But I know you've had some reactions yourself, and Jalal here, he's really an enthusiast too on that prayer.
The thing I can say on this subject is that in Bolivia, every morning they come out from their house and they go in the hill back of their house and pray, and that makes them happy. They feel that if they pray, they are succeeded in their business and work. Mm-hmm. So the prayer works a lot of things among the indigenous people in South America and the other places. So the first thing we did in our institutions, we taught them the prayers.
You know, John, you mentioning the prayer, I've many times reminded the believers that Baha'u'llah has given us obligatory prayers. Now, with obligatory prayers, we have to learn them, so that knowing them without a book. And you know, Baha'u'llah reminds us that we'll remember our life in the next world. So I figure that it must be that if we learn them here by heart and we memorize them, then we can take those prayers with us into the next world. But you know, you can't have your prayer book in your shroud. You can't take it with you. So the necessity for prayer is both for this world and particularly in memorizing, and you've got it again in the next world. In other words, you've got the prayers of the manifestation in the next world.